Good morning, Newnan. Coming to you live from Newnan City Hall. My name is Ashley Copeland, Communications Manager for the City of Newnan.
And I'm Haskell Craver, the Assistant City Manager.
So, we're kicking off a new communications community outreach program called Knowing Newnan. I'm glad to have Haskell here. Oh, sorry, you guys, that was my phone going off. So we've got Haskell to help us out here to kick off the first one. Plus, it's also Georgia Cities Week as well. So we've got a lot of things happening in Newnan right now, but we figured this would be a great way to get out and just talk to people, even though it's through a virtual capacity. We were going to do this in person. It was going to happen at several different locations, but COVID happened, so it kind of threw a wrench into the plan. But we're hoping to make it fun so that when we do happen to go back out in the public, we'll be able to see you guys all in person. But the whole concept of this, I think it's basically trying to get to know our residents and the folks that live in Newnan. We want to hear your good, bad, and ugly, maybe. Is that the best way to put it, Haskell?
Sure, that works. Yeah.
So there's a lot of things, that are going on, and we want to be able to hear that from you all firsthand. So any other ideas that you think the folks would need to know about for this program as we kick it off?
No, that it's other than it's designed for our residents, our business owners, property owners, people that work in town but maybe live somewhere else, or live here but work somewhere else. It's an opportunity to get to know staff, ask us questions about something they drive by and see, oh, there are cones out there. What's happening there? Or I read something in the newspaper, or saw something online, or my neighbor told me something. And so that's the real crux of what we're doing here, is trying to just have a conversation with residents using all the technology available to us today.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. So I do want to talk a little bit about Georgia Cities Week, since that's going on this week. It's typically a week-long celebration of events, happenings, things that are going on within our downtown area to kind of just showcase what the city of Newnan is about. So again, with COVID, we've kind of turned some things into social distancing friendly type of activities. We've kicked off some videos that we've done on Monday, Wednesday. Another one is premiering on Friday, of some city staff members that have kind of, I guess you could say it's kind of like a behind the scenes video about what they're doing within the city, their roles, and just kind of getting to know them, because local government, I think, is really fun. I mean, I'm only 2 years in, but you've probably got more years in this than I have.
Yeah, a few. In my 15 plus years doing it, it's hard sometimes to explain to people what you do. It's the things that normally happen. The traffic signal turns from red to yellow to green, and those items that happen, well, there's somebody doing that, and so this is a way for cities all across the entire state of Georgia to showcase and celebrate our people, celebrate our programs and our projects, but do that collectively. Allow folks that live here to also be part of that celebration.
Right. So lots of fun things. And then yesterday was National Coffee with a Cop Day. So we had the police department out at Redneck Gourmet. Just even if you wanted to come out and say hello, I think sometimes they appreciate that as well. So that, and then of course this segment today, kicking this off, that'll hopefully be something exciting for everybody in Newnan to kind of partake in. So exciting. Super exciting about that. But yes, Georgia Cities Week is basically a week-long celebration of everything Newnan. Every city that's in the state of Georgia participates in this through the Georgia Municipal Association. Like I said, we usually just take on certain events throughout the days or throughout the week that kind of focus on our city and our services that we've got to offer. So if you're looking for more information on that, that is on our city's website at cityofnewnan.org. So I think some things that people might have an interest in are city projects and developments. I think we've got a lot of things going on in the city right now that are kind of taking place. We've got city parks.
Oh gosh, yeah. I mean, right now, if you live anywhere near the intersection of Farmer Street and Glen Street, or you're familiar with C.J. Smith Park, you'll see construction fencing up right now. We have a major redevelopment project occurring at C.J. Smith Park here in the next few weeks. You're going to really start to see dirt turning over. It's going to involve an adventure playground, a skate park, a pump track. If you're a mountain biker, you know what that is. If not, look it up. What is a pump track? Let Google be your friend with that one. The link our multi-use trail that runs through the city of Newnan will run through, pun unintended, through the park. There'll be additional parking, enhanced lighting, a splash pad, smaller splash pad, but something that's, kind of age appropriate, and then a restroom pavilion area, and so it's gonna be exciting. That part of town hasn't seen that kind of investment in recreation in a generation. The city has always maintained that field, that park. We've invested in playground equipment and other improvements, but this is gonna really take it up a notch. I mean, the size of the skate park and pump track alone, it's gonna be a regional destination. People will be coming from not only neighboring counties, but also those areas, I'm guessing, in metro Atlanta.
Yeah.
I could see tournaments there. So that's one. We also have Pickett Field, which
Yes.
is the historic baseball diamond behind the Wesley Street Gym at Lynch Park. And we're going to be completely renovating that and actually putting an AstroTurf field down. So,
Wow, that's gonna be cool.
which will be, to my knowledge, maybe the only public AstroTurf or turf field in this community.
Wow.
There may be
Okay.
some at a private school or here, there, and the other, and my kids aren't old enough, I don't know that yet. But that's gonna be occurring too. That'll be kicking off later in the year, but before New Year, so that's going on. And of course, we always have, upgrades and renovations
Right.
occurring to other places, and we're under consideration to potentially improve the couple acres across the street from the public safety complex for use as a pickleball facility.
Yeah, that's
Which-
big.
Yeah,
Yes,
umpteen courts.
Yeah.
Pickleball, if you're not familiar, is kind of like tennis
Tennis.
and ping pong.
Yeah.
Met and did their thing, and now here's pickleball. I'm not.
I've never played it. I've played tennis.
It
but-
looks like a lot of fun.
It does look like a lot of fun.
I've run past
Yeah.
pickleball courts, and other than it makes a louder noise
Yes.
than traditional tennis, but it seems to be growing in popularity.
Yeah.
And a misconception is that it's elderly
older
people,
folks,
but it's
yeah.
not. I mean, there are people of all ages
Yeah.
playing, and it's growing in popularity. And hopefully, before the end of the year, we'll have the green light to go ahead with that project and maybe kick it off later in the year or next year.
Yeah.
So lots of park improvements.
But-
And with the exception of pickleball, those other two are SPOS funded, special purpose local option sales tax. So voters went to the poll in 2019 and approved that, and voted in favor of that. So those are that penny SPOS tax going into those two park projects. So thank you, residents. Thanks
Yeah,
for
thanks.
voting for that, supporting that, and those are your dollars at work. So you'll be able to enjoy those facilities soon.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, we've got other things coming up. Halloween, I think, has been another thing that people have called and asked us about.
They do, yeah, amongst the many things we get asked about. Yeah, Halloween, we do not determine when holidays happen or do not happen.
Right.
That is not our role with the city of Newnan. Now, our Main Street program, which is charged with constant redevelopment and revitalization of our historic downtown, has decided this year, with input from merchants and business owners, to not host our Munchkin Masquerade, which happened for a 2-hour period over the lunch hour on the day of Halloween. Although Halloween is Saturday, so this year it would have been on the Friday before, but
Right.
they have decided, again, with input from others, that this year wasn't the right. It was just too hard for folks to pull it off in a, quote, safe manner.
Right.
Understanding, the pandemic's environment we're in now. But, neighborhoods, you do as you see fit. Parents, you do as you see fit. That's your choice. The city of Newnan supports your decision. And that's about where we are on Halloween. I don't really have any more guidance
No.
when it comes to that.
Yeah, okay. Anything else that residents need to know about that's coming up? I feel like it's busy season. It's a lot going on, but
Oh,
It's all
gosh,
kinda
yeah.
taking
So
place.
as far as community events are concerned, I mean, there are always events happening at the Wadsworth Auditorium.
Yes.
Contact our Leisure Services Department. They do a wonderful job of renting out those facilities. The Cultural Arts Commission will be hosting, I think, Dracula
Dracula's coming
around the
up.
holiday time.
It
Now it's
is.
all spaced
I
out
think it's all during the
appropriately.
week of Halloween. It's gonna
You're
be
right,
really
yeah,
good.
yeah. And so there will be a social distance protocol when
Right.
you enter the Wadsworth Auditorium, but we invite families to attend, enjoy those events. I think that Southern Arc Dance is
Southern
putting
Arc.
on the
They
actual
put on great
theatrical
shows,
show.
yeah.
And I think they're bringing in some outside talent also.
They
And so if that's your thing, go enjoy a night with a family, eat downtown on your way to or from. Other than that, I know coming up into the winter holidays, We're going to have a number of events. Main Street will continue to have its modified market day.
Right.
I believe we're also going to have a 2020 version of, Santa coming to town the day after Thanksgiving to light the tree. I believe Leisure Services is going to try and blow snow into First Avenue Park, and you can come and tube like you would at Stone Mountain Park.
That'll be cool.
But you can do that in First Avenue Park. You could meet Santa Claus. He'll be there that day. Santa will stay in downtown Newnan. I think he's going to go light the tree, make himself available for pictures. The more particulars to come later, because we don't want to hurt Santa Claus.
Right, but you guys have the first sneak peek if you're
Yeah, so lots of things coming up. But it is a little different, and so it's going to be different, but it's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun, and we're going to, honor those time-tested and true, valuable holidays that we've grown to love in Newnan.
Yeah, because it's holiday season, so. ClickFix is another thing that I think we should definitely mention.
So what is it?
So basically, yes, since you asked, it's basically an app that residents can download on their phones. But if you're not into downloading anything else on your phone, if you're anything like me, I don't even have space or storage to download anything else. There is a link on our city's website that has a tab that you can report issues. So if there is a pothole in the street, sidewalks messed up, we want to know that. Let us know. And our teams work really hard. Our public works, street department, engineering, all of those guys work hard to make sure that our streetscapes and city streets look good. So that's a good way to kind of course, report it if you see it happening, but then it also helps us to keep a track of how that goes so that you also know when they're getting fixed or what the status is of that. So ClickFix, if you haven't already checked it out, we highly encourage you to do so. And then as far as this segment, in the future, we'd love your questions that's city related, or even if you want to just shoot us a comment of something that you enjoy. I've had people come up to me and mention how much they love our parks and how we keep them well maintained. So shout out to those beautification crews and our leisure services departments that kind of help to keep those and maintain those. But if you do have questions for us in the future, please send them to social@cityofnewnan.org. We'll kind of take those, do some research, and then hopefully come back to you guys with an answer at some point for those. And then if you're not already tuned into us on social media, we are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So we've got that in the tank. And then we, of course, have social, live social videos through our council meetings on every broadcast. So I think that is all that I have for the people. If you guys don't have anything else, Haskell, you got something?
No, I mean, I think it'd be valuable for folks, if this is going to be you and I doing this for the next however many months, right? Why don't you tell viewers a little bit about yourself? How'd you get here? Where'd you come from?
I just
things like
celebrated
that.
2 years with the city of Newnan and in local government. So healthcare has been the bulk of my career for the longest, 10 years plus at that point, and decided to make the change to local government. I've always found it interesting. I kind of wanted to do something in local government, so took that step, moved all the way from Atlanta and came back to Newnan. I'm actually a Coweta County native. We are from Atlanta. I went to East Coweta, go Indians. Graduated from the University of West Georgia, but I do like the dogs.
That's right.
Just gonna put that out there so you guys will know that as well. Got to check that box in. Go dogs. But I love this community. I've left, I've come back, but somehow it always seems like home for me. So I'm incredibly blessed, I guess you could say, to be here and just get to meet people and talk to people. I'm a big storyteller for those of you that have gotten the chance to meet me. I like to meet people and share stories and really get to know the person, the people that I'm talking to. So I look forward to seeing you guys if you're in the community or out and about.
Good, thanks.
So, all right. So with that said, we hope that you guys tune in the future. We'll have more details as this comes later down the line, but we just kind of wanted to kick it off for Georgia Cities Week and see where we'll go with this. So thanks, guys, for tuning in. We'll have more details. I'm sorry?
Has anybody asked you a question?
I don't think so. Let's see. Sorry, you guys, if you ask questions. I'm multitasking here. So let's see.
We'll check. Just to make sure.
Yeah.
Need somebody to ask a question.
I don't see any on the live currently, but like I said, we can check the emails and get back to you guys if we.
Well, guys, viewers, know that's what we're here for.
Yes.
We expect and we hope that you ask questions live. We're going to check phones. We have people in the room that the kind of doctor behind the curtain,
Yes.
Over there helping us
They're
out.
awesome.
And so thank you to everybody that made this happen.
Possible.
Thanks for those that tuned in. Thank you
Yeah.
to Brian and Adam in IT. Thank you to Newlink for
Newlink,
letting us
yes.
borrow these really hot lights that are helping us shine through a little bit better on your device
On
at
your
home.
devices.
But and all of our community partners, thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you next time.
All right, take care, guys. We'll see you soon.
Bye bye.
Bye.